I am God. I am the greatest of men. I am God. My name is Josh Samuel, and on the line with me is another God, and his name is Friend. Friend, how are you doing today, brother?
I'm doing great, as always.
Good. Don't worry, I haven't gone crazy. Anyway, today, friend, we're gonna be talking about Endgame and some parts of the MCU. Contrary to popular belief, and once again to clear the air for those who have gotten sensitive over some of the videos you and I have made, we are not haters of the MCU. Once again, we just see it for what it is, but we still go and watch MCU movies. Would you agree or disagree, friend?
I completely agree because I've seen like most of the MCU movies in the cinema and I go watch them the day of the premiere. So you can call us whatever you want, but call us welfers.
Exactly. Now, sorry, friend, we're going to get right into it. Which character do you think is most likely to die and stay dead at the end of Endgame?
I think that it's like a tie between Cap and Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that Cap, like Chris Evans, he's going to finish his contract and he doesn't want to renew it.
Mm-hmm.
So supposedly this is his last movie.
Right.
So I think that's like a big clue to expect something from that. But from Iron Man 2, like I've seen interviews with Joe Russo where he's saying that it is called Endgame for a reason. Like it's going to be the end game for a lot of the original Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it should be pretty cool and awesome to have Iron Man die because he was the one who started it all.
Right.
So he should be the one to finish it all.
Yeah.
It should be a great character arc. But it's Disney, and you never know. Maybe they all come out alive and they retire and they have happy lives.
Uh-huh. No.
They only had the balls to kill Quicksilver, and nobody really cared about Quicksilver.
Dang, bro. That I really didn't like how that death was set up, but we're not gonna rant on Age of Ultron. Let me ask you this, brother. Looking back on Infinity War now, do you think the snap is as impactful now as it was then?
In terms of the movie, or in terms of social outside of the movie? Like I think that outside of it,
Mm-hmm.
it is not as impactful because it's not as recent.
Mm-hmm.
But in the film, I think that is going to. I mean, obviously, it is like a big part of the plot of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. But I think that everything is going to evolve around it. Like everything they are going to do, the mentality that each one of them are going to have in the movie, it's all around the snap. So I think that in terms of the movie, it's like the most important thing. That's why they are doing what they are going to do. Like that they are going to risk their lives because what happened. So I think that it is incredibly impactful. And in the fans, I think that when it came out, it was obviously more impactful. But I don't know. Like right now, it looks like everyone has like softened out. Like everyone is accepting that some of the characters are dead and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think that the time, like the 25th of April, when it premieres, everyone is going to be remembering it all over again.
Okay. Now
I've got a question for you.
go ahead.
Do you have like the tickets for the premiere or something?
Nah, you know me. I'm gonna show up to the bitch looking fly and just find an excellent seat. And this year, if anybody talks next to me, I'm gonna just tell them about themselves or go get a theater employee. Because when I saw Infinity War in the packed theater, the lady sitting next to me on my right was literally just talking. Even through the preview, she was just talking through the whole movie. And even when the snap happened and everything, she was talking through that. So I was like, God. So yeah, but no, I haven't bought tickets at all. I'm gonna just go up to that bitch and just watch it. What about you?
I mean, I bought tickets like the 2nd of April, like when they were available, because I mean, in Spain we don't have like that rush to get movies to the premiere.
Uh-huh.
But the brother of one of my friends who I go to the movies like always. I always go with him.
Mhm.
He told him like, there's this cinema that is not my normal cinema that is going to do the premiere like the 25th
Uh-huh.
in original version, like in English. So I was like, get them. So I bought like we bought them for the 25th at 9 p.m. So those Chinese people are not going to spoil the movie so much for us, because I think that in China they are going to release it in the 24th.
Oh shit.
So we should be like, you should watch out for spoilers in every social media.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably would just take a quote unquote sabbatical and just go off of social media and everything for that whole week, probably, just to be safe, on the safe side. Because I remember going back to the Dark Knight Rises, somebody spoiled. I was foolish enough to go to the comment section because I watched the trailer again, and somebody spoiled at the very top that Catwoman shoots Bane in the end. So, I was already seeing that coming. So yeah, I'd definitely take a sabbatical and just probably just stay off social media that week. But
Yeah, I mean, but
go ahead.
no, the worst thing is not like seeing spoilers in Instagram or Twitter. Where I've got more spoilers for Justice League and Infinity War was in YouTube. Like,
Damn.
it was fucking crazy. Like, I was like 4 hours to go to the cinema and see Infinity War, and every single recommended video for me was like Indians recording the screen, and the title was like Thor kills Thanos, Thor enters in Wakanda, and I was like, and and Spider-Man death, and I was like,
Damn.
what? Like, I was like 4 hours away from going to the cinema, like completely, like with no any spoilers, and the literal recommendations were not like, attention, spoilers, Thanos does this or whatever. It was like Thor kills Thanos, and you could see like the thumbnail of the recording of Thanos on his knees and Thor with the stone breaking on his chest, and I was like, fuck me, man. Like, why is YouTube recommending me this?
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Damn. Damn, bro. I'm sorry. That's messed up. Speaking of Thanos, friend, let me ask you this. Now, needless to say, Josh Brolin was excellent as Thanos. I really, really enjoyed his performance. He's not an actor that's often mentioned, but this performance right here, this performance in this movie right here, it was that performance. With that being said, do you think that Thanos is definitely going to die or stay alive?
Well, I think that because of the stakes and the whole theme of the movie, like, he's this powerful being that is a threat to everyone, even without the Infinity Gauntlet. Like, without the Infinity Gauntlet, he fucking overpowered Hulk. So I think that he's going to die, or they're going to send him to another dimension or something like that. Like, he can't stay alive, because if the Avengers reverse the snap, that's what they are going to do. We don't know how, but they are going to do it. If Thanos is kept alive, he's going to try again. So it would be foolish from Marvel to not see that we will be like, hey, isn't he going to try again if they had like redone the snap? So I think that a 95% probability he's going to die. I don't know who's going to kill him, but I hope with all my dreams that he takes a couple of Avengers with him.
Damn.
Like, for the sake of the movie and for the sake of expectations.
How would you feel if Captain Marvel ends up defeating Thanos?
I will personally go to Los Angeles, I will go to Disney Studios, and I will burn it to the ground. Like, that's plain and simple. It will cost a little bit of money, mostly the plane, but I will have like no hesitation.
Damn, bro. Well,
like, and you,
go
you
ahead.
see the white knights in the comics. No, it's because she's a woman.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to think, bro. Like, it's really simple. Like, if you're taking the stakes of, Thor Captain America and Iron Man. You're going to put them like they have suffered this much, and this is like their final stand. And we've seen these characters for 10 years, and you're going to have this girl from 2 months ago do the final blow.
Right.
No fucking way. Like, no fucking way. Like, if they do that, I think that a lot of people are going to complain. Like, you have to have, like, Iron Man because he has motives, he has that character arc of finishing it, or Cap because of what he has suffered, or Thor because of what he has suffered in Infinity War of not going for the head and everything. And Captain Marvel hasn't even met Thanos. Like, in Avengers 4, she's going to be fighting him for the first time. So it's like there's no character as there's no motivation. Like she's going to be upset because half of all living creatures are dead, but that's it, you know.
Okay.
What would you do if Captain Marvel gives the final blow?
I'll get up and leave. I'm literally gonna get up and leave. I'm not even joking. I'm literally gonna get up and leave. People gonna be like, "Oh, why are you leaving and making a video?" I'm literally gonna get up and leave. So yeah, I really sincerely hope that this isn't the case. I mean, if she takes part in it and it's like a team effort, like Cap, Iron Man, or so and so, like all joining in, I wouldn't be like, I'd be like, okay, that's the point of the Avengers. They're a team. But if it's just her by herself, I cannot watch that. And like you said, people, soy boys and white knights be like, but no, it's not. It cannot go down like that. Moving on, friend. That rose my blood pressure a little bit. Moving on. Let me ask you this: what improvements could be made in terms of Hulk in Endgame? Because I really didn't like, aside from the opening moments, I really didn't like how they had him in acting in the movie. And I don't know if it was intentional or what, but you know, go back and watch my Infinity War review, and you'll know my disappointment. But what improvements do you think could be made?
Well, I think that it's like it's impossible not to improve him. The beat he was in Infinity War. So, I mean, I think that he's going to be like full Hulk, and we're going to see a great battle between Thanos and him. But I think that they're going to improve him. Like they are going to make him more intelligent. Like the personalities between Banner and the Hulk are going to be more like complex, and they're going to try and understand each other because they both need each other to defeat Thanos. So I think that they're going to improve him in that way. Like they're going to make him more intelligent, so he's going to be more intelligent in combat and everything. But I don't know, like there's so much room for improvement. Like in Infinity War, he was just a little bit. He wasn't the Hulk, and you can tell me like, yeah, because it's character arc, you know, and in the next movie he's going to, yeah, but I'm watching this movie.
Yeah.
And in this movie, this is the Hulk. Like if you can, I mean, if they had like a final battle between Thanos and Hulk, and they both finish up like destroyed each other, and Thanos wins because of a little bit, you're like, okay, this is paid off. Like this is the Hulk. But it's like he beats him in like 20 seconds. And it's like, I mean, Thanos is strong and he's really good and everything, but how can you knock out the Hulk in 20 seconds? Like, I don't know. I think that I hope that he's a great character because he has the range to be one, but I don't know. I just hope they redeem him a little bit.
Definitely. I miss, side note, I don't know about everybody else, and again, this is going to be like, I don't like this movie, but I don't care. It's my opinion. I really miss Edward Norton. I really think The Incredible Hulk is one of the better MCU films, man. I really, that's one of my favorite superhero films of all time. Like, The Incredible Hulk, that movie does not get enough credit. Edward Norton definitely deserved better, and it's a shame. I mean, Mark Ruffalo, he's good. I really liked his performance in the Avengers, but it seemed like after that he just kind of more and more they just really were just trying to do too much and not do enough at the same time in terms of making him the Hulk. What's your thought on all that, man?
Well, I think that The Incredible Hulk is like maybe not a great movie, but it is really good at as describing what Hulk should be.
Right.
Like whole aspect, the whole aesthetic, everything. Like I love it. Like when I see the Hulk from the Avengers, I am like, he's not bad, but when you see the design from the Incredible Hulk, you're like, holy shit! Like this is a beast.
Right.
Like he's all shredded and he's got this really mean look on his face, and you're like, okay, I shouldn't be fucking with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see the concept art for Avengers 4, in which the personalities of Banner and the Hulk are like mixed, as I've said before, and it looks like a big Mark Ruffalo. Like you see his face and he's laughable. Like I don't know what the fuck did he do to his face, but you look like him and you're like, that's like Mark Ruffalo's face, like pasted on the Hulk's face. Like it is really bad, man. Like you compare that face to the face that the Hulk had in the Incredible Hulk, and it's not even comparable. Like in the Incredible Hulk, he was like a beast, and you saw him and you're like, I'm shitting my pants. And you see the Avengers 4 Hulk, at least in the concept art, and you're like, this is laughable. Like,
yeah.
What did they do to his face,
Yeah. Let me ask you this, friend. And I know this is gonna be a tug of war from not just a certain group of fans, but another group as well. Why has the MCU, in your opinion at least, succeeded so well up to this point?
Well, I think that because they hit the key of making like standard superhero movies
safe.
Like they are safe. They found a formula. Like everyone is talking about, like the Marvel formula. Yeah, they found it and they just keep repeating it, and people love it. Like there are some standout films, like maybe Infinity War. I mean, as a film, it's not really good, like in terms of plot and everything, but it is a spectacle, and it's something that you see and you're like, okay, this is not like everything else. And then you have like other exceptions as Winter Soldier, but like 20 movies, like I swear with my heart, and I don't want to be a hater or anything, but if I see other of the 20 MCU films and you told me this is all done by the same director, I will believe it. Like there is no personality to these films. Like there is none. Like it's standard comedy superhero films. The villains are almost every villain is weak, and I don't know, man. Like you watch them, they are entertaining. You can like them, it's alright, but they are all so standard. Like they don't have great cinematography. They don't have great color palette. Like everyone praises all the time, like the fight in Civil War in the airport. Yo, like what is that? Like it's just a little bit of special effects, no great lighting, no great cinematography, no great color grading. Like everything feels so bland, like and so standard. So I don't know. There's some people that really like the formula and are like, oh my god, Ant-Man and the Wasp is an amazing movie, and they're like, okay, like it's your opinion. I'm not going to say anything bad to you because it's great that you enjoy a movie, but it's like the same of the other 21 movies that you just saw. That's what I don't know. Like they have no personality. Most of them. Some of them really do.
That's interesting, man. And that's pretty much how I feel. Like, you know me, I've always said that they're good. And like you, I've said there have been some standouts for me. Like you mentioned, Winter Soldier, the first Iron Man. For me, obviously, because representation. Black Panther. People be like, it's overrated. Shut up. To some degree, Infinity War, and for me, Guardians, the first Guardians of the Galaxy. But I think once they saw that work, they just tried to use that same comedic tone with just about every movie. But yeah, they're good, but and there's nothing wrong with them just being good. But at some point, you gotta wonder, can they, with the type of characters that they have, can they give us something a little more? And that leads into my next question, brother. Past in past Endgame, do you feel that the MCU will take more creative risk or not? And the reason I ask that is due to the fact that, Daredevil, the Defenders on Netflix got wiped out secretly by Mickey Thanos. They also have control of X-Men and Fantastic Four. That just expands Disney's catalog. They have a chance to go bigger, bolder, and into the beyond, and what we like to call, grounded and more realistic. That's not my baby mama. Grounded and realistic. Do you think that they'll do that with the likes of Black Widow coming out probably next year, and Shang-Chi as well, I believe, being filmed this year? Do you think they'll do that, or do you think Kevin Feige and Bob Iger are going to stay, safe, good, safe?
I think that they are going to have to take risks in order to maintain that level of success. And I'm going to explain myself.
Go ahead.
This is like the end of an era. Like, the characters that everyone loves and they are the reason why they go to the cinema and see them. Even though the movie is not that good, like people, general audiences go to see it because it's like, oh, Captain America, I like his last move, so they are going to go see it anyways. But I think that introducing new characters that people are not that familiar with, if you keep repeating the same formula, people are not going to keep buying it. Like, for example, with the Eternals. Like, not a lot of people know who the Eternals are. I myself don't have like any clue of who they are. Like, I have a kind of an understanding, but maybe because they've got Angelina Jolie and people like, oh, Angelina Jolie, let's go see that movie. But I think that if they don't take risks on what they are going to do, they are going to slowly start falling down. I may be wrong, I don't know, I can't see the future, I'm not Dr. Manhattan, it's just my opinion. I think that people were going to the cinema so much because they were so attached to these characters that they didn't even care if the movie was good or bad. They just wanted to see their favorite characters on the screen. So introducing so much new characters in the next movies is going to be not bad, not good. It's going to be uncertain. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. We really don't.
Right. Okay. Do you think that Phase 3 had the best villains?
I mean, yeah, compared to the rest of the MCU villains, except Loki. Like, Loki is really good, of course. But if you compare it to the rest of the MCU villains, so yeah, of course. Like, Killmonger and Thanos were... I mean, I think that Killmonger was good, but everyone was like, oh, is he as good as Heath Ledger's Joker? And I'm like, yo. Like, you have to draw a line. Like, no, like, he's good, but don't start me with that shit, Like, he was good and everything, but because compared to the rest of the MCU villains, he wasn't that good. I mean, they weren't that good, so I think that made him even better.
Damn.
I mean, I'm not disrespecting him or the character or anything. Like, I think that he was really good, but I think that people saw him like even better because of how lame the rest of the MCU villains have been. But then Thanos came, and I think Thanos is one of the best villains I've ever seen on the screen. Like, he's really good. Like, everything about him, his story, his powers, like the VFX are amazing, the performance, the voice, everything is really, really good.
Okay.
Like, I give props when I think that I need to give props. Like, I'm not going to so people like me more or anything. I'm going to be like, oh yeah, like Ultron was a really good villain.
Right.
He wasn't. But when Thanos comes in and he smashes the movie and he's like, I am here, I am going to make everyone my bitch, you're like, okay, this is a good villain. Like, Marvel just pulled off this one.
So
and it's not difficult to admit.
so you think that Thanos is your favorite villain from Phase 3?
I mean, he's my favorite villain from all the MCU.
Damn. Okay.
Like, overall, he's the best one.
Okay. Are you prepared to sit for 3 hours?
I mean, yeah.
Because people
I don't know. I saw a lot of people like, oh my god, how we are going to stay 3 hours in the theater? Like, you can't stay 3 hours without going to the bathroom. Like, do you have prostate problems?
don't buy a drink.
Yeah, don't buy a fucking 2 gallons of drink, you know?
Yeah.
Like, maybe something to eat or a glass of water before the movie and stand there, because you know you can always drink it, but you're going to need to go to the bathroom in the most important phase of the movie. And I don't know, like everyone is like so hyped about it, like, oh my god, they're going to do this intermission, and just like, yo, it's 3 hours, like it's long, but it's not like 7 hours where you need to have to go pee and you need to eat, because if not you're going to die. Like, you spend like every day you are 3 hours without going to the restroom, and it's fine.
Right.
So don't make a whole deal about it. Like, I'm so fucking excited that it's 3 hours. Like, I'm going to enjoy that movie like if I were a 5-year-old kid, because I love long movies. But everyone is like kind of really exaggerating it. Like, oh my god, I can't have a drink, and what I have to go to the bathroom, and just like, you have never stayed 3 hours without going to the bathroom, like, for real? I don't know.
Right. Which go ahead.
Yeah, what? Oh, do you usually like have popcorn and drinks when you go to the cinema?
Man, honestly, it depends, cause I don't know how it is there, but holy crap, dude! Like, a drink here, a regular size drink, is $6. That's in comparison to a canned drink that's 50 cents. Now, I know people gonna be like, oh, it's $6. Do you know what I could do with the remaining $5.50 compared to me going out and buying the can for 50 cents? And but yeah, to answer your question, sometimes it just depends on the mood, depends on if the person at the counter is hot or not, and also depends on if the line is long. If the line is long and it's a movie I really want to see and I'm wanting to get the best seat, then I'm like, fuck that. Now I'll just get some candy out of the store next to the theater and just rush in, because I ain't got time. But sometimes, yeah, I just break down and be like, yeah, give me a popcorn, give me a drink. What about you?
Something I usually do. Like, the last time I got like popcorn to the theater is like a long ago, because I get so distracted by it that I can't concentrate on the movie. Like, I'm like, this popcorn is like really good, and I'm having my drink and everything, and I can't concentrate. But what I used to do was to like simply get into the movies with popcorn from my house. Like, I made it like right when I was going to go out of home. I made them, like, I didn't really hide them. I put them in a bag and a Coke or something, and I just got it. Like, here in Spain, like, they really never tell you, like, they are not like, oh no, you can get in with that. They are like, your room is like the 7 in the second floor, and you're like, okay, thanks, and that's it. Because like, the prices are as expensive as there. Like, a combo of what is like a medium-sized bag of popcorn and a medium-sized drink, it is like 8.5 euros or something like that. Like almost anyone, like no one, sorry, really buys anything, because it's so fucking expensive. Like, the smallest popcorn bag is like €4 or something like that, and it's like, no, like, no fucking way.
Damn. Okay. Now, let me ask you this, friend. Got one more after this, and then we'll close it out. Besides Infinity War, which MCU movie would you say is your favorite? Besides Infinity War or Winter Soldier?
Now I'm thinking, because I'm trying to like think about all the MCU movies.
Okay.
think that Guardians of the Galaxy,
The first
the
one?
first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one is like really, really good. That's a great film. Like the second one is like, I don't know what you are doing here. Like I'm kind of getting bored of this movie. Like when I was seeing it in the theater, I was starting to get bored.
Mm-hmm.
But the first one is like a joy. Like it's pure fun. Like strange cinema. I don't know. It's like really enjoyable. It's a movie that you can see a lot of times, and you're never going to get tired of it. It's really, really good. The chemistry between the characters, the VFX, the whole theme of the movie, it's really, really good. What's yours besides Winter Soldier and Infinity War?
I could be. I would definitely say Iron Man. I'm gonna be bold and throw out there again, Incredible Hulk, and Doctor Strange to a degree, even though it's basically a carbon copy of Batman Begins and the first Iron Man, and it has a shitty villain, which isn't Mads Mikkelsen's fault. Shout out to him. Doctor Strange is one I really, really, really enjoy, and it's mostly due to his relationship with the Ancient One, and of course Black Panther. But that's me. That's the folks. But yeah, those would be my favorite. And Guardians of the Galaxy, man, 2014. That was a really, really good year for superhero films because we had that. We had Winter Soldier. We had the amazing Spider-Man 2: Rise of Electro, and then we had Days of Future Past, which was to me is one of the top tier Marvel movies, regardless of whether it's from the MCU or another side of Marvel. That to me is a top tier Marvel movie. What did you think about Days of Future Past, brother?
I've only seen that movie like once,
Mm-hmm.
but I remember the time I saw it, I enjoyed it like really, really. I know that a lot of people like First Class,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that Days of Future Past was really, really good. Like it touched like social and political problems and everything, which was like really good. The performances were really good. Like I love with all my heart Michael Fassbender as Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's really good, really good. He's like such a great actor.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like I don't really remember the movie that well. I might need to see it again, but I remember seeing it and going like, this is a good movie. Like not just a good superhero movie. Like this is a good movie. Like it really touched me. It moved me. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I want films to do. I need them to move me in a good or in a bad way. Like not move me in like this is so boring. I don't want to watch this shit anymore.
Right.
I want a movie to make me cry, get excited, like get goosebumps, make me wanna shout, make me wanna scream. That's what I want movies to do, and I think that movie really, really accomplished what I was looking for.
Yeah, I agree. Finally, friend, let me ask you this. And this is something they pretty much have said who's going to do it, and I don't really necessarily think that that's the best idea, but I want to get your take on it. Going forward, who should realistically head the MCU post Tony Stark, Steve Rogers era? Because I think I saw that Captain Marvel or Captain Bree is going to be leading it apparently. Again, it's not because she's a woman. I just think, especially with them getting X-Men and Fantastic Four, and them gonna obviously most likely shoehorn them into the MCU. You have Reed Richards, you have Professor X, you have Reed Richards, you have Doctor Strange, you have Black Panther. So many other characters I feel will be better suited to lead. But what's your take on who should lead it going forward, bro?
I think that Spider-Man should lead it. Like I hope that in Far From Home he's like a more kind of an adult now, right? Like he's the Spider-Man we all know and love.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because Black Panther has the capability to lead because he moves a lot of people, and Captain Marvel has the capability to lead because she also moves a lot of people. But Spider-Man is like the one who can unify everyone. Like if you see a Spider-Man movie, like you walk past by the cinema and you see a poster for a new Spider-Man movie, you are at least going to see like, oh, what's this about? Like, I think that he's the character that can unite even the average moviegoer and the fans, because you can have Captain Marvel as a leader, and a lot of people are not going to like it, and some people are going to like it, and Marvel are not stupid. They are like, oh yeah, let's get women and everything in our fronts, but they care more about money than they care about anything else. So they are not stupid, and they see what's making money, and they are like, let's put Spider-Man in the front, like right now. Like, I'm not saying that they're not going to use Captain Marvel more. Like, of course they're going to exploit her as much as they can, but Spider-Man is a really lovable character that no one hates, everyone likes, and I think like the mantle of Tony Stark is naturally going to be passed to Spider-Man because of the relationship that they had in all these last movies.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this.
Who do you think is going to?
I think it is ultimately going to be Captain Marvel. Again, I haven't seen the movie. I'll see it at some point, but I think with the way the world is, the way movies are nowadays, I think it's going to end up being Captain Marvel. Ideally, though, for me, I would prefer it if it were Doctor Strange or Black Panther, but again, I know, knowing Disney, knowing the way the world is, it's gonna ultimately probably end up being Captain Marvel. If it works out for the best, I'm always ready to be proven wrong. If it works out for the best, whoop-de-woo. But I just think that they're better suited. But what would be your second choice if not Spider-Man, friend?
Second choice, I mean, because I love the character, maybe Doctor Strange. Like, that's just my personal opinion, like, because I really enjoy the character and what his powers and everything. But in a financial kind of company vision, it should be Black Panther. Like, Black Panther is a new character that a lot of people have discovered, and a lot of people have gone to a theater and watched it, and they really enjoyed it. So, I think that at Marvel Studios, they are not stupid, and they see where the money is coming from. So from a company point of view, they're going to either have Captain Marvel or Black Panther. And I would be fine with having Black Panther as the new kind of leader. To you.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the video. I am God. You guys go subscribe to my channel and subscribe to Friend's channel as well, as I'll leave a link in the description. Remember, as always, these are the opinions of ours, so don't get triggered that they are not yours. And as always, have a blessed day. Like and comment, and we'll see you soon.